Hello viewers, this is Flying Flapper and welcome to more Gran Turismo Sport content. Now in today's video we are doing the daily race B around the Nurburgring GP, which is 3 laps and essentially a sprint race, and we're using the Gr4 cars and I have picked the Audi TT. Now this race was very close, very fair, very clean, but very intense as well, and definitely a rarity on Gran Turismo, or at least in my experience. So with that being said, I hope you do enjoy, and let's get straight into the action. Right guys, so we have qualified in 11th position. Not great at all. We have hit a 2:04.7 before, which probably would have made us top 5, but it is what it is. So we qualify from 11th. It's only 3 laps around Nurburgring, so the chances of us getting a really good result is pretty slim. But if we can get sort of mid-table, then that'll be a good result. So as we get underway, we get a good start, and the Spanish driver doesn't so much, so we're right on his rear side right now. We look to make a move on the first corner, but he closes the door on us, so he pulls away slightly as we go down the home stretch and looking to pick up his slipstream as we come up to turn 1. It's the sharp hairpin, so we get on the brakes. We nearly hit him. He just turns in just before I thought I was going to hit him. And then we go into the Mercedes arena at turn 2 and then turn 3. So down to second gear, trying to hug the apex, and then going straight across onto turn 4. We use as much of the road as possible, and we close the gap on the Spanish driver in 10th position. So as we approach the Valvoline curve, we get a good entrance and a good exit, and then as we turn into the Ford curve at turn 6, again we are right up the rear of the Spanish driver, and we're looking to make a move on him on the sharp hairpin, the Dunlop curve, but he gets on the brakes well. He closes the door on us again, so we have to stay behind him as we go up the Schumacher S, use as much as that slipstream as possible yet again, and we think about making a move on the Michelin curve, but I can't make that stick. But it just really to show the Spanish guy that I am there, but he pulls away. We don't get the best of corners at turn 10, and he is right on the slipstream of the Irish guy as he goes up the inside to try and take him just before the chicane, which he does, and we have to slam on the brakes, otherwise we would have gone into the Irish guy, giving us a penalty, and that probably would have ruined our race. So as we go around the Coca-Cola curve, we're still in this, and as we go to exit, the guy behind slightly nudges us, but nothing untowards really, but I think he gets a penalty because he starts backing off. So anyway, down the home stretch, we use the slipstream of the Irish guy. Now he looks like he backs off as well, so I don't know if he had a penalty or he braked a little bit early, but either way, through turn 1 we managed to pip 9th position. So we're looking to chase down the Spanish driver in 8th as we go into the second part of Mercedes arena, turn 3 and turn 4, and yeah, there's a slight gap between myself and the Spanish driver, about 5-6 tenths, but that is nothing really. So as we come out of the Ford curve at turn 6, we're looking to grab the toe from the Spanish driver as we come up to the sharp hairpin, the Dunlop curve. So yeah, we're still 5 tenths, but we've got the slipstream of the Spanish driver as we go through the Schumacher S. We use quite a lot of that curb there. We're okay as we come up to the Michelin curve. We use the apex well there. The Spanish driver goes a little bit wide. And going through turn 10, we're nice and composed and looking to really close the gap on the Spanish driver as we lead up the hill and to the chicane. So we're getting hard on the brakes and we hit both curbs quite aggressively, because you can do in this Audi. We're right on the tail of the Spanish driver. He defends, but he leaves the door open for me on the inside, so we take a slightly different line and cut right in, and we are neck and neck as we come across the start-finish line to start the final lap. So who is going to come out on top on turn 1? Well, we have got the nose in front and we've got the inside line. So as we approach turn 1, we take that nicely, get on the brakes perfectly. The Spanish driver tries to come back at me, but again I close the door on him, and as we go through turn 3, we give him enough room to hug the inside, but we have got the inside line for turn 4, which I thought I cut the curve there, but we got away with it. That I would have been so gutted if that had happened after working so hard to get to 8th, but it didn't happen. We've still got 8th, and we go around the 4 curve. We're quite nice. We've got a nice little gap between me and the Spanish driver in 9th. Probably too big of a gap for me to catch 7th though. 2 seconds is a lot for 1 lap, or not even 1 lap, half a lap. So the chances are we're not going to catch 7th. So we just need to defend our position and finish the race in 8th hopefully. So as we come up to the Michelin curve, brake hard on the 100-yard board, hug the apex. We go a little bit wide, which does compromise our line into the second consecutive corner. So we ride a little bit more of the curb, but the Spanish driver is closing that gap on me now. He's also got my slipstream as well. So as we run up to the final chicane for the last time, we aggressively go over them curbs again, and the Spanish driver is too far behind to make a move. So as we go around the Coca-Cola curve for the final time, we can hold our position and finish the race in 8th position. So in the end guys, I'm happy with 8th. We moved up 3 positions, so not too bad. It was a very good race though, very clean. Very surprised that there was literally no bumps, no incidents. The only thing I wish they would change is that 3 laps around Nurburgring, even for a sprint race, is a little bit too short. I think if it was like 5 laps, that would be a lot better. But that is about it. Other than that, it was a really enjoyable experience. So guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you did like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and share with your friends as well. It'd be much appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video.